You asked for work from home and your boss fired you in 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, over WhatsApp. And then he posted it on LinkedIn like as if he won trophy. If that doesn't make your blood boil, I don't know what will. Hi guys, welcome to Software Life. I'm Sashidhar, and after nearly 20 years in the IT industry, I'm going to tell you what most people want. In these 20 years, I've seen a lot of bad managers. I've seen bosses shout at people in open offices. I've seen people cry in washrooms after appraisal meetings. I've seen good engineers quit not because of the company, but because of one toxic person sitting above them. But this week, something happened that even I couldn't ignore. A startup founder based in Gurugram fired his own employee. Not because the employee was performing badly. Not because there was misconduct issue. Not because the company was losing money because of him. He fired the employee because the employee said, "Hey, I can't make it to the event today. Can I support the team remotely?" This is the only thing he asked. That's it. That was the crime. And within 2 minutes, in just 2 minutes, the reply came, "You are fired and today is your last working day." Now imagine you wake up in the morning. Maybe you're not feeling well. Maybe there's something urgent at home. Maybe the traffic is impossible. You do the responsible thing, that you inform your manager in advance. You say that, "I can't come today, but I'll still help from home." And the response you get is, "You're out." No warning, no conversation, no humanity. Just gone. And here is what makes it worse. The founder didn't just fire this employee. He went on LinkedIn and bragged about it. He posted the WhatsApp screenshot publicly. He talked about how notice periods are theater. He talked about how skills don't matter anymore, attitude does. He basically told the entire internet that, "Look how powerful I am. Look what I did." Now let me ask you something. If you were that employee, how would you feel? Not just losing job, but seeing your private conversation exposed publicly. Seeing strangers debate whether you deserve it or not. Seeing your professional reputation dragged, while the person who fired you gets claps and LinkedIn likes. That's not leadership. That's humiliation, clearly. And this is where I need to stop and say something clearly. This is not just about one founder, this is a pattern. I've seen this pattern for 20 years. There is a certain type of person in every corporate company. In startups, in big companies, everywhere literally. Who confuses fear with respect. Who thinks that being harsh is the same as being strong. Who believes that if employees are scared of losing their job, they'll work harder. Let me tell you what actually happens. When people are scared, they don't work better. They work carefully. They stop taking risks. They stop giving honest feedbacks. They start saying yes to everything, even when the answer should be no. You don't get a team. You get a group of people performing survival. And the worst part is, these founders talk about ownership. They talk about high agency. They talk about wanting people who makes things happen. But bro, you just fired someone who was trying to make things happen for you. Remotely, proactively, without being asked. That person showed initiative actually. But you fired them for it. Where is the logic? Now let me talk to you, the employee who's watching this. Because I know many of you are in these situations like this. May not this extreme, but something similar. Your manager has a WhatsApp group and messages at 11 p.m. that your leave application gets rejected without reason. And you get a 4% hike after giving 120% of effort. And you smile and say thank you. You work weekends, not because there is a deadline, but because you're afraid of what they'll think if you don't. Sounds familiar? This is what I call the scared employee syndrome. And most Indian corporate culture is built on it. From school itself, we are taught, don't question authority. Listen to the teacher. Don't argue. Do what you are told. Then we enter the office. Same thing continues. Don't question the manager. Don't push back. Just deliver. And if you have a problem, handle it quietly. Suffer in silence. But here is the truth bomb. Companies need you more than they admit. I'll say it again. Companies need you more than they admit. Every time a manager fights someone publicly, or treat someone like they are replaceable, they are actually showing their own insecurity. Because a true confident leader, a person who is secure in their position, never needs to humiliate someone to feel powerful. Think about it like cricket. Imagine a captain who, every time a bowler gives a bad over, walks up and shouts at them in front of a lot of people. Does that bowler bowl better in the next over? No, definitely not. He freezes, he overthinks, he plays safe. If the team loses, not because the bowler was bad, but because the captain didn't know how to lead. Now I'm asking you guys, what do you actually do if you are in this particular situation? First, document everything. I know it sounds boring, but it's important. Any unfair treatment, any unreasonable demand, any public humiliation, keep a record. Because in India, most employees don't know their rights, and companies take advantage of that. And second, know your worth before you need to prove it. Update your resume now, not when you get fired. Keep your LinkedIn profile active. Keep building your skills. Because the moment you have options, the moment you know you can leave, your entire posture changes. You stop tolerating things you shouldn't. And third, learn the difference between a demanding boss and a toxic boss. A demanding boss pushes you hard, but gives you credit. A demanding boss has high standards, but treats you like a human. Whereas a toxic boss takes credit for all the work what you do. A toxic boss makes you feel replaceable every single day. And a toxic boss fires you on WhatsApp and posts it online. That's not pressure, that's poison. And you cannot grow in a poisoned environment. And fourth, and this is very important, stop waiting for the company to value you. The company will value you when you make it hard for them not to. Build skills that travel with you. Build a network outside your current office. Build something, a side project, a YouTube channel, a course, anything that gives you confidence that you exist beyond your job title. Because the day you believe you're bigger than your job, no manager can make you feel small. And lastly, let's talk about this public firing trend. Whether it's Slack, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, emails, whatever it is. If someone is using a public platform to humiliate an employee, that's a red flag about the culture. Not a flex, a clear red flag. Any company that celebrates this behavior, any comment section that cheers it on, is a place where no talented person should want to work. Because talent doesn't need to be controlled through fear. Talent needs to be inspired. So coming back to where we started, that employee who was fired for asking to work from home. I don't know their full story. Maybe there's a context, we don't have it right now. But what I do know is this. The way you treat people, especially when they are vulnerable, says everything about who you are. And posting someone's termination on social media for claps, that's not startup culture. That's not high agency. That's just small thinking with a LinkedIn account. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been treated unfairly at work and stayed silent because you are afraid? Or have you finally stood up and said enough? Tell me in the comments. Because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear right now. And if this video made you think even a little bit, hit the like button to hype it. Then share it with a colleague who needs to hear this. And subscribe to Software Life. Because we talk about real things here. No fluff, no fake motivation. Just honest conversations about the IT industry and how to survive and thrive in it. See you in the next video.